going to try and run a wedding. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to the noble generation of my Medieval Legacy Challenge. Today, we're going to do the scariest thing you can do in The Sims 4 as someone who records your content. We're going to try and run a wedding. It's going to be particularly problematic, I think, because I've got a mod, in fact, it's just an MC Command Center setting, I'm pretty sure, that enables teen romance. And I've got two teens getting married. All of the interactions, like asked to be a celebrant and all of those wedding interactions are not appearing. So we can't have a celebrant. We can't have someone walk us down the aisle or anyone down the aisle. Flower power, none of that. It's not going to work, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to have Gabriel's younger sister, Caroline. I would have liked Bartholomew to carry the ring, or more likely the prince. I would have liked, obviously, Jacob to be the officiant, but we can't have any of that. So we're just going to have to wing it. It's fine. I'm actually having him invite Amy over because I'm going to ask her to join the household before we start, because hopefully that will help minimize the chaos. I don't mind the in-game chaos. I just don't want the gameplay mechanic failure chaos. So the kind of chaos I think we can anticipate is pretty much all Judith related. I think they would give a dowry. I don't want to give too much, maybe 10,000. She is the last reputable princess of the immediate family line. They're not sending her off with no capability to set up her bedroom nicely and buy new clothes for the country and maybe a horse and carriage. Do you know what I mean? So that makes sense to me. So we'll move her across. That's the king and the queen and Prince Gregory. In theory, they're all coming to the wedding. We'll see how it goes. I'll just quickly run you guys through Amy because we've not actually controlled her. She's proper and a loner. Her aspiration is currently freelance botanist. I don't actually know why. I don't remember picking that. Hands off, you two. Oh, that fox was scared of the kissing. Look, I was scared of the kissing too. It's not proper. Mira, when she got... Remember the negative sentiment she got in the last part to Judith? And it was just after Judith fed on the prince. And I was watching Mira like a hawk, looking to see if she reacted to Judith feeding on the prince. Effectively, not quite in the same room, like she was down a hallway. She didn't react. There was no negative little minus relationship symbol or any of that kind of stuff. But she got a grudge, and this was a fresh grudge immediately after. I think she didn't see it clearly enough that it's proof, but she started to put things together. She's started to put together the improvement in Judith's appearance. She looks younger than she did. She probably hasn't noticed that her skin is cold, because I can't imagine skin to skin touching in medieval times, especially with a sim like Judith, would be a thing. Also, Judith wears gloves in pretty much every outfit, so she wouldn't, no incidental contact kind of thing. Today, Judith's excuse is going to be that she's not feeling well. So when I call everyone to sit for the wedding, I'm actually going to try and cancel that. I think Mira's starting to put everything together. Obviously accusing Judith Ward of being a vampire. That's very problematic. Lucas is actually the head of the household, but Judith is very controlling, and he's never reclaimed, even the Lord's suite. This is the sort of Lord's suite of this estate. Now, I was actually debating whether the princess and Gabriel should move to this after they're married, because she is a princess. Wait, she got her feelings hurt? I didn't even think anyone could. She feels hurt by Gabriel. Interesting. I have no idea what that could be about. Ooh, Bartholomew's here early. Invite him in. I expect this would be very conflicting for poor Bartholomew, because he is totally besotted. I was going to say besmitten. He's smitten and besotted. Besmitten with Emily. I can't talk. Yeah, go to bed. That's a good idea. She's like, oh, I'm not feeling well. Yep, go cry. I'm going to put the cake out here. Now, I always do that every time I go the wrong way. Obviously, there was a fountain here, and it's not very realistic that they moved the fountain, but they'd have more grounds than this. I expect this is another courtyard that looks very similar to the one that had the fountain in it, and afterwards I will put the fountain back. I was just looking at Amy's skills, and I don't remember what my chain of thought was, but for some reason she has Vampire Law 5. I don't know why I would have given her Vampire Law. Maybe she had teaching from the knighthood. By the way, look at how beautiful she is. Sweetie, I want you to go back to bed. You feel sick. You're terribly ill. Hopefully everyone's coming. No, Judith. Back to bed with you. Maybe I could have her take a cold shower So we've got Mira, we've got Lucas. Let's see who else is here. The Queen. Obviously, it's a little unrealistic that the Queen would be sitting up the back here. Anaya. Look at how beautiful Anaya is. Also showing off the Ward family assets to best effect. We have Olive over here. Caroline. Look at beautiful Caroline and Jacob over here. Looking very nice. He would actually, I'm going to put him in his priest robes because he would actually be officiating the wedding if I could get him to. So he's in like his full priesty outfit. Whoa. By the way, remember how I said I had a solution in mind for Judith being incognito when she goes out hunting? You like it? I like it. It's hilarious. So obviously the prince or the king would be walking her down the aisle. Is the king even here? He does not appear to have shown up. It's a beautiful day. He's not even looking. She's waving him. He's looking at the sky. They may not actually get married because they're... Wait. It thinks it did it. Oh, they didn't exchange vows. Are they married? Does the game think they're married? Oh my god, this game, I swear to god. I mean, this is modded interaction. I do have to have a massive disclaimer on what is happening right now. I'm trying to see if it says that they're married. Yeah, it does. Wait, too many Sims in one place. Is this max capacity? Is this now a fire hazard? What if the ground opens up? Judith has a fear of crowded places. There are too many Sims around right now. Judith will be tense around too many Sims on the same lot. That actually checks out if you think about it. She would be worried about being caught. Do not walk outside. Also, I don't know why it's saying she's actually on fire already. Back to what I was trying to do. I'm actually just going to cue a bunch of flirty interactions. We're going to imagine this is them exchanging vows, you guys. Where are they going? Also, I couldn't put a wedding topper on the cake. It wouldn't work. So I don't know what's going on there. Okay, use your imagination. Remember how I said this was going to be chaos? This is chaos. It is. He's declaring his love with the sight of the Watcher's handmaiden watching on. That's a religious statue. We established that earlier on. I think she's like the kind of Mary figure. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it lovely how they're standing under the arch together? They're having an amorous exchange. Don't you eat my cake! Asher! He's gonna eat the cake. I couldn't slice it anyway. Oh look, they went back to the aisle. That's nice. And there's Mira keeping an eye on everything. Yes, excellent. This is wild to me. Yay! Amy's like, I can't handle it. It's getting in my hair. Wait. Oh, okay. Those two are actually married. That's fine. They're allowed to flirt. Look at all my babies. At least they look good. That didn't happen either. Jacob, that speech sucked. Skip prom. Do they have hurt moodlets? Resentful. Yep. Remove. It's unfortunate. I don't know how you do historical gameplay with the high school pack installed if you don't have UI cheats. I genuinely don't know. I actually should probably have Lucas give a toast. Oh my god, Judith. She can be out here now, but I'm going to at least put her in a formal wear. She's come down. She's like, oh, I feel better. And she's like, hello, darlings. She's so hungry and she's feeling stressed because there's so many Sims. She would actually want to mingle. Look, she's like, woohoo, I'm outside. All right, Mira's coming. By the way, it's Mira's birthday tomorrow, which is very exciting. She'll be an elder though. That's not exciting. Okay, first dance, have speeches. We can't cut the cake. I'm pleased that walk down the aisle worked. The last couple of weddings I've run that, and even though I did it, it didn't count. I'm just gonna actually just have them dance, I guess. Sweetheart dance, and then I'm gonna choose slow dance with you. I just wanna slow dance with you. We'll call this the first dance. I know everyone's facing the wrong way. It's fine. What is with the sweetheart dance animation? It's sad. Caroline's come over and she's like, you did it wrong, Gabriel. She's telling a joke. I love her. She's an awesome Sim. Look at Anaya. She's like, yeah. Judith's totally rocking out. She spends a lot of time dancing. Her hunger need is actually starting to get a little bit dire. She's got 7 hours, so probably she'd be trying to hold out until the wedding's over and then feeding on somebody. Give speech. Can I have him give a speech like this? Okay, he's actually giving a speech now. He's like talking about, you know, the role of a husband and wife to one another in his religion, that kind of thing, I expect. Maybe talking about sin. He knows there's a vampire problem in the neighborhood, but he doesn't know it's in this house. I would like to adult now, sweetie. You just got married. She does technically still have school. Amy hasn't graduated. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, I won't be following her to high school or anything, but she'll be going to school. So, I mean, they got married after a fashion. Gabriel's getting some motherly advice. Have a deep conversation with your mum. Bartholomew was probably hoping Emily was going to be here. Obviously, she's not. Oh, these guys got sentiments to one another. I love how everyone's having a nice chat. What? Oh no, from hearing a bad speech. Oh my God, Jacob, what did you say? She had the same reaction. Marley is out here contemplating her faith. So I'm going to have him eat. I'm going to have him then take a shower so he's fresh for his lady. Oh, the wedding's finished, so people are leaving. Oh, what is she doing? Oh, she wants to argue with Anaya about parenting. She's probably criticizing Gabriel. And then she's like, I can't believe I said that. I think she'd be at the point where she'd be looking for someone to bite. She's getting really hungry. The guests are starting to trickle out, which means some of them are on their own. I'm going to have her go here. One of the things I think Mira's probably done is to try and test Judith to see if she is a vampire. She's probably put lots of garlic in front of her and to see if she'd react. But of course, Judith is now immune to garlic because we bought her that upgrade. Once he's done with his bath, I'm going to have the royal couple have a little woohoo. Obviously, my attention is very divided. Oh, Bartholomew, no. She's starving. I think she'd want to compel for a small drink, but I think she would compel for a deep drink. Do you know what I mean? I don't think she'd have... Where are you going? I don't think she'd have the control. Also, this is right in front of the Queen, who also needs to pee. Why are all my Sims needing to pee? He's going to wet himself because he's going to be unconscious. All right, she's trying to do this behind the Queen's back because the Queen just got into a carriage. I'm going to keep an eye on this door. So she's like, I'll just top up. I'm not going to knock him unconscious. That would be dangerous. But it's happening because she's so hungry. I don't think she'd be able to stop herself even if she wanted to. All right, I'm going to spend this vampire point real quick. Probably, let's be real, command. So I'm going to have her go back in and rejoin the party. And I'm going to wake these two little lovebirds up. So I'm going to leave them in this bed for tonight, but I am actually going to move them in the morning. I'm going to say woohoo. Just this first time. I'm going to have them try for baby fairly quickly. So they've gotten slipped into their like night clothes and they're going to have their very first woohoo together. She's full of energy. It's interesting. I wonder if she's the one. He's like, oh, I could just go to bed. She's like, no, I've been told there's a thing that's supposed to happen first. They're not woohooing. Awesome. She's like, no, we're doing it. Oh, she just got a crush on him. These guys are adorable. Can they not use a bed? I'll have them woohoo in the shower instead. It'll do. It's fine. That should work. Is it because he's tired? Okay, no, the shower's working. It's just the bed's not. Okay, so that's happening. He's woken up a little bit, obviously. She's still down here socialising with the stragglers. So we've got Galahad, who she's fed on before. We have Anaya and we have Gregory. Talk about cool temperature. Why are none of you using the toilet? There's a perfectly functional toilet. He needs to pee too. Oh, it's dawn. He's awake, feeling chipper. His guests are still here. Oh, here he is. Oh, and he stinks too. He probably peed himself because he was unconscious and he needed to pee. I thought Bartholomew had left. The poor guy. So I think Mira is even more suspicious now after Judith disappearing during the day, coming out at night. She obviously doesn't know. She probably is also assuming Bartholomew just got drunk. The evidence is starting to build up. The only thing that's making Mira doubt herself is that she didn't react to the garlic, but at the same time she knows Bartholomew originally was bitten by her sister, by Penelope, in a house full of garlic. I was going to have her cook a cake. Strawberry cake. That could be done. Lucas is just so oblivious to what happens in his house. He's so kind of caught up in his own secrets. So I didn't do this. Mira did this on her own. You know how Sims like to browse books when they're a bookworm? She's picked up Encyclopedia Vampirica Volume 1. Now, because this was in her bedroom, remember, and I said that Judith got Boston to get it out of her bedroom, or he unlocked the door and Judith went in wanting to, oh sweetie, wanting to make sure, you know, Mira wasn't doing untoward things in her bedroom. We do actually have medicine, so you can do that. I think she was suspicious I think it maybe went back into her room, but not in the same position. Because Mira's room looks very cluttered, but it's the kind of room that I think Mira knows exactly where everything is. So Judith probably figured it didn't matter. And she's like looking through it now, looking for signs that someone has touched it. And maybe she's noticing Judith has a very distinctive perfume that she wears, and she's noticing a faint fragrance on the book. So I think she's starting to think Judith has actually read this, but then she's thinking to herself, am I just being paranoid? I'm going to get these guys, I'm going to age up Mira, which also means after this part I'm going to have to go and age up Jacob. Anaya's a bit younger, so not her. I think Lucas is close in age to Mira, but not that close, so he's a little bit younger. So I'm gonna get her to blow out the candles. Oh my god, you guys all suck. I think Amy's still here. Yay, Amy and Gabriel. They're like, happy birthday, Mira. I love that Amy's so polite. Oh, I can't believe my baby. Where did she go? Look at her. She's so beautiful. This is another thing I think that would be making Mira suspicious, is she moved in when she was middle-aged, like maybe in her 40s. Judith was an elder. I aged Judith up not long after Mira moved in, or around about the same time. They're both elders now, but she's fine today because it's overcast. So again, Mira would be like, well, is that a thing that can happen? You know, can vampires be outside on cloudy days? And Judith's probably taking the opportunity because obviously she hasn't been outside for ages. I think in the next part, Mira is going to try and confront Judith. But I'm not going to do it in this part because I'm conscious that this is probably already getting a bit long. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully the wedding wasn't too rubbish. It was even more rubbish than I thought it was going to be because nothing worked. I'm going to end this part here. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.